and the power of what's possible for any one of us.
I love the way you've kind of segued that from nature into manifestation, because a few things here. One thing is that if you just observe nature, you see manifestation all the time. You know, you see a flower growing from a bud into a fully formed flower, and then its petals starting to fall. You see trees growing, you know, all sorts of things. And the other connection there is that creating the environment within yourself and around yourself to allow things like manifestation to happen. And that basically means, at the simplest level, that you set a goal. You say, this is what I want my life to be like, or this is a specific thing I want in my life. And then there's a process that leads that to potentially manifesting in the real world. But I do agree with one of those skepticism points, which is that you can't sit at home and think about it. So I've been really, really clear about saying that manifestation is not creating a fantasy and then waiting for it to come true with no action from yourself. So I actually renamed vision boards action boards, as if to say that, yes, create imagery that represents what you want, but then you have to be doing something every day to move yourself closer to that. Whether it's being healthier, just so that your brain's in a better environment, or it's networking or dating or, you know, saving money, whatever it is that's going to get you, let's say, the house that you want. You know, a great example is people might say, of course, I'd love a house in the Hamptons. But if that's not realistic for you in the short term, then you'll only reinforce the fact that you're failing at manifesting. So it's better to say, I'd like to be on the property ladder, and start there, and then obviously build bigger.
Did you find a difference? And I want to get into the science and research part to show the validity of what you're saying. Did you find a difference in the science of measuring extrinsic and intrinsic motivators? Because I feel like manifestation is still always about, what do you want? Mm-hmm. Where do you want to be? Mm-hmm. And as, you know, honestly, I can only really speak for myself, but when I think about it, for me, if someone asked me what that was, I've always wanted to just wake up and do what I love every day. Like that's really all I care about. And so it's all I care about is I want to wake up and do what I love every day, and hopefully it improves the lives of other people. And if those two things can go together. Mm-hmm. And I find that a lot of manifestation stems around, like, what kind of house do you want? And what kind of car do you want? And what kind of life do you want? And it gets very extrinsic. And so I wonder whether, I'm intrigued, I'm really curious to know what the science suggests about when you're having an action board towards an intrinsic motivator or an extrinsic motivator.
There's a lot to unpack here.
Please, I'm all ears. I'm here as a student to just listen because I'm so fascinated.